could just go home right now, or maybe we could stick around for just one more drink. Oh yeah. Get another bottle out, let's shoot the shit, sit back down for just one more drink. Oh yeah. Here's to us, here's to love, all the times that we fucked up. Here's to you, fill the glass, 'cause the last few days have kicked my ass. So let's give them hell, wish everybody well. Here's to us, here's to us. We stuck it out this far together, put our dreams through the shredder. Let's toast, 'cause things got better. And everything could change like that, and all these years go by so fast, but nothing lasts forever. Here's to us, here's to love, all the times that we messed up. Here's to you, fill the glass, 'cause the last few nights have kicked my ass. If they give you hell, tell them go fuck themselves. Here's to us, here's to us. Here's to all that we kissed, and to all that we missed, to the biggest mistakes that we just wouldn't trade, to us breaking up without us breaking down, to whatever's coming our way. Here's to us. Here's to us, here's to love, all the times that we messed up. Here's to you, fill the glass, 'cause the last few nights have kicked my ass. If they give you hell, time go fuck themselves. Go fuck here's themselves. Here's to us, here's to us, here's to us, here's to us, here's to love, here's to everybody well. Here's to us, here's to love, here's to us, here's to us.
Well, good to see everybody. Nice to see everybody. Welcome to the goddamn Cockadoodie Show. It is good to see you guys. This is Jaffe Speaks for the 19th of, I don't know, February. February. Hang on. Where the fuck's my screen? Give me a minute. I love you with all my heart and soul. Boom. There you go. All right, let's take a deep breath, motherfuckers. Let's get right to it. I did not know that the news would be out that I was going to be joining a show on the Lao Cow Network called Tech Talk. I will be starting that opportunity this evening. People seem to have questions. They seem to be upset about it. They seem to be excited about it. We'll talk about that on today's show, along with a bunch of other God damn it, Jeff, crazy shit that I got lined up. February, you goddamn right. Ashton says I have a grievance to air. What can I do for you, sir? But you know, yeah. So let's be clear. I never got anybody fired in my whole goddamn life. It was told to me, it was explained to me that my pal Rich, Review Tech USA, I've been on his show, he's been on my shows, that they were parting ways with him. And I had been on a couple of their Lao Cal Tech shows for the past couple of weeks. I've enjoyed my time there. People seem to enjoy my time there. And I says to them, when they said, hey, would you be interested in taking over that role? I said, well, not if you're going to fire Rich. They said, that's a separate issue where Rich is on the way out. I said, well, yeah, if there's an opening, I'm interested in talking to you guys about it. And we talked about it, and I'm like, cool. And then people are now saying to me, oh, you got to be careful of this person over there, that person over there. And I'm like, I don't understand who you guys think you're talking to. Okay. Do you honestly think I mean, I'm almost offended that if you've watched this channel all this time and you honestly think that you don't know me well enough by now that I'm going to run around and just, get pushed around by people? Are you out of your fucking mind? I've had one conversation with those folks. They seem like nice folks. Everybody's got a history. A lot of people told me never talk to Colin Moriarty because he's a anti Chinese person, anti-Asian person. I am not suggesting that people can't have different opinions. And look, if I won't hang around people, I can't tell you what they do on their shows. But if I'm co-hosting Tech Talk for one night or 1,000 nights, no one's coming on there and doing anti-trans shit or cruel shit or racist shit if that's what you're worried about. And if they are, I won't stick around. I don't understand what the fuck you people are. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Do you not know me? But this is a guy who has built a really large platform with a different audience. And I'd like to take the opportunity to grow our community and bring us to them to us. Not that I don't want to poach their people. I wouldn't do that. But in terms of let them get an experience of the kind of stuff that we talk about and that we do and that we like. And so all Tech Talk is going to be is video game talk and weird talk. It's going to be all the shit I usually do and that Jay usually does. So I would like to assume that I've earned a little credit in the bank, enough with you guys. Like I've seen people saying, we're going to cancel our membership. Well, I mean, it's your money. Do with it what you want. But I'm just like, what are you talking about? If you come and listen to Tech Talk and you're like, holy shit, Jaffe's become everything he said he hated. Okay. 100%. But until that happens, Jesus. Well, that's true, Mupo. Jaffe will not be pushed around, but he will be touched in multiple places, mostly forbidden. Well, the no square. That's true. We'll get to the Shuhei interview in just a minute. Pompich, thank you for the super chat. He says, you're old enough to know what to do. Congratulations on the opportunity. Guys, remember the show is between him and Jay. It's separate. Yeah, I don't know what you think is going to go on over there. But Jaffe, you're being pushed left and right. You don't even know it. You're going crazy over any stupidity. Oh, I don't know what that even means at this point. A lot of young folks over there will listen to your point because they look up to you. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I'm just showing up, man. I'm showing up at 8:00 with my new pal Jay, and we're going to talk about things. Do I like that Jay says the R word is a slur? No. And guess what? If he does it while I'm on the show, I can't tell the man what to do, but I'm going to say, I'll give him a look. I'll give him a judgy look. Because, I don't use that kind of language. I think it's disrespectful, but I can't tell that guy what to do. And frankly, it's his life. I don't give a shit, but I'm not going to be saying it. A lot of you guys are so fucking weird. You act like something's happened with the media. Maybe it's this media literacy I'm always talking about. Something has happened where you guys are out there acting like anybody you associate with that doesn't check all the boxes must be evil. Okay. Morgan says, Jaffe, did you join this guy? I know what you're talking about. Did you join this guy knowing full well he is a bigot who celebrates content creators' deaths? No, I know what you're talking about now. People, after I mentioned it in my inner circle that I was going to do this, one person said, well, did you know about this, that, and the other? And I said, well, I didn't, but I'm looking at the timeline here. This is old stuff. It's bad. It's bad. 1,000%. It's fucking bad. But it's not like he's doing that now. And frankly, if he does something, if you guys are specifically talking about the guy who runs the whole shebang that I can't morally live with, then I'll quit. I mean, what's the problem? Do you literally, any job you take, do you literally go through everybody at the organization and go, have they ever said anything or done anything that I find offensive? Do you think I'm going to stop being an ally of the LGBT folks? I mean, maybe one could even argue that I'm over there and there's some people who haven't thought about it and they hear me talking and go, you know what? It is kind of cruel to say the R word as a joke. You know, maybe, or maybe not. Maybe it'll be terrible and I'll quit tonight. It means nothing for my channel. We're still doing 2 shows a day. I'm still streaming on the weekends. We're doing Lunch with Jaffe coming up with, get this, Alana Pierce is coming on, but she's only coming on for Lunch with Jaffe. So if you're a Cult of Calypso member or above, you can get in, and we'll put it up on the internet afterwards for people to watch. But if you want to sit there and have a 1-to-1 or whatever, 9-to-1 conversation with Miss Alana Pierce, talk about video games, game writing, all that's happening. Probably next week, not this week. I'm still talking to her about the actual time. So nothing's changing with this channel. It's just an opportunity to grow and keep this channel. You guys know I've been trying to make this channel in this career an actual career lately. You know, I want to see if I can actually make a living doing it versus just continually sucking from my investments. And so far, the answer has been no. No, I haven't been able to do that. I may never be able to do that. I may just not be that good. But I'm also going to, shoot some shots that come my way. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. The rest is, we'll take the journey hopefully together. But if this is where you get off the ride, I understand. I get it. And you'll always be welcome unless you're an asshole when you come back. David says, I'll watch the Tech Talk tonight to give it a chance, but I'm pissed Rich got fired because of you. Again, you haven't been listening, pal. Nobody got fired because of me. But think that if you want. I can't help you. I came here, says Dark Scam, because of Tech Talk. I'm not exactly sure what story's the truth. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll give the show a shot with you, but I think Rich was the show. No offense. Cool. Look, guys, I may take over this show with Jay, and it may be awful. And Keemstar may call me tomorrow and go, holy shit, dude. I'm sorry, buddy. You're terrible at this. And he may be right. He may be right. Let's find out together. Tune in tonight at 8:00. And we'll find out as a team, shall we? Do you think you're a good fit for a tech show? Well, I made that clear too. I said, hey, man, I am not a tech guy. And I don't even honestly think we should be calling it Tech Talk if I'm going to be on it, because Jay and I are both like, let's talk video games. Let's talk really cool, weird technology. Let's talk AI, all the shit that I'm always talking about that I fucking adore. Let's talk about, are we living in a simulation? All the shit I love, all that is wrapped up in tech. But no, I made it very clear. If you're tuning in or they're hiring me to be talking about, hey, how do you install a 5090 with how many fans do you need to install in your PC that you made so your 5090 won't burn up? No, I'm not the guy. And not only am I not the guy, I don't want to be on a show that's heavy into that because I don't know anything about it and I find it boring. What is this on? It's a channel called the show's called Tech Talk, but it's a suite in the Lao Cow universe. So I will never start taking my clothes off, Darth Nugget. I saved that for your mother. You know that. Can you talk about how you're allergic to linear logic, Casey? Can you talk about how you ask a question and end it with a period? I can talk about it if you would be specific. No, Jaffe's not going anywhere. Come on, man. Why is this hard? Why is this hard? I'm not going anywhere, baby. I'm not going anywhere, baby. Thank you, Rod. I'll feed you your lines live. Thanks, bud. Any thoughts on where the game industry is heading in the future? Robert Durkin. That's what I said. Yes, but give me a timeline. If 2 years out or 10 years out. Is anybody that's a full-time streamer actually an expert in any of this stuff? I don't know. I'd claim to be skeptical if they claim to be, says Eternal. I think people watch for the personality of the host. Well, I agree with that too, of course. And GK says low-cow, fitting, low-cow, whatever it's called. Oh, shut up, Goodrich. What are you talking? Shut up, David Goodrich, you moron. What are you talking about? You of all people, sir. You of all people. But no, I mean, look, I don't know. We'll figure it out together. Not my mom, his mom. Lao Cow is YouTube cemetery. They're all dead there. Dude, I maybe it's just because I'm old, or at least older than you are. I don't. Why do you let yourself get put in boxes? Why do you buy? It's like to say that, yes, I know what a Lao Cow is, and I don't care, man. I don't care. I don't care if you think that I'm a Lao Cow or I wasn't, but now that I've officially taken a check from a company with Lao Cow in the check that I am one, what do I give a fuck? Just live your fucking life, man. Have some fucking fun. Have some fucking adventures. As long as we get to see the yellow bikini lady, I'm good, says Durally. No, that's on Rich's channel. She's a good looking woman. She is. She's calling me grandpa. I hope she dies tonight. That's a terrible thing to say, David, for Nash. Don't say that. But anyway, yeah, Carl, I agree. It'll be a fun ride. Let's fucking, and if it doesn't go well, let's burn it down on the way out. I mean, what do you want from me? Damn. Can you at least give me a chance? I mean, you don't have to. Like, I literally saw Ravnos unsubscribe to the channel. I'm like, first off, Ravnos, you're not going to unsubscribe. Here's how I know it. Because if you don't have us to talk to, who else is going to talk to you? Okay, that's number one. But number two, what? Shut up. Shut up. All right, let's get to some news, shall we? Zeke says, so wait, is Keem your boss? On that show he is. He has hired me to come on and host a show. So when I am on his channel doing his show, yes, he is in effect my boss. But, I'm also able to walk away from any situation I don't like because, I'm a grown-ass man. So, okay, what does Tech Protect think? Tech Protect thinks it's a good idea. He's like, let's grow the channel. I brought Tech on and I said, I want you to grow my footprint on YouTube. And I want you to help me become better at this job. And I want you and I to work together to make this into something that we can make some fucking money at. And so that's what he's doing now. But it's not going to be something that I compromise my values. Are you out of your mind? Who do you think you're talking to? That's that out of all of this, that's the most offensive thing. That's the most offensive thing that somebody would assume. Says, what is Tech Protect to you right now? He's the producer of the show. I hired him to be the producer of the show. Hey, somebody's calling me. JKB is calling me. The guy I'm going to host with tonight. JKB, how are you? I'm on live right now. I don't know if the audience can hear you. Are you there? Not much. Do you want to come on my show right now and talk, or is this a private chat? Oh, no. I assumed you mean when I was on Rich's show or in general? I assumed we would just hook up tonight before to kind of go over the docket and kind of do the lay of the land. Are you going to be free around 6 maybe? Or I guess that would, all right, that would be fun. 6, well, let's see. The show goes live for me at 8, which is 11 for you, correct? So what is that? 3 hours? You're on the East Coast. So 8 o'clock? So, yeah, 9 o'clock. Is that okay to talk to you then? All right, looking forward. How are you handling the fallout with all this? I mean, I don't know if you ended up calling into Rich's show after you got off the bath. I'm here having to talk some of these people in my community down. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you guys. I didn't steal anybody's fucking job. No. I am too. Hey, listen, would you be willing to come on my show real quick for like 5 minutes and just have this conversation live then? Yeah, whenever you want. Just let me know and we'll get you hooked up. I would love for everybody to be able to hear because they can't hear you right now. Cool, man. All right, I'll see you soon. All right, bud. All right, so that is Jay, my new partner in crime. We are going to be going on the show tonight, Tech Talk, and we're going to be talking. So he's going to call in about 20, 30 minutes, and we'll kind of get his take on it. But I know I wasn't set up for that. But he will be coming on. I apologize that you could only hear a little bit of it. All right. Let's talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I'll tell you the topics I've got lined up, and you guys tell me what sounds interesting. One moment here. Game-wise, I've not gotten the skinny on this. Have you seen this? Do I plan on trying a Valve? I've already tried it. I liked it, but I'm trying to finish Dragon Age right now. But I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Avowed. Let's talk about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So, by the way, I didn't know or not if the director of that game was kind of like, because there was a little drama when he tweeted that he had talked to me. And I kind of figured, well, I get it, not a problem. Daniel Vavra, but he reached out to me and said, oh, I was on holiday and stuff. Don't worry about it. And so I think he and I are going to be chatting. That's the CEO and the creator, the director of Kingdom Come and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. He'll be coming on the show and we'll be talking in March, hopefully 1st of March. Isra says, as a veteran game dev, how do you feel about emulators when they started taking stage? I think emulators are great. I mean, I understand why they're not necessarily good for business, but I also understand that, you're going to put it out, people want to play this shit. It's not, I don't think people should break the law and be forgiven or anything like that. I'm not a fan of that, but I also think that end of the day, if you're going to make it so fucking hard for people to go, hey, I want to play Arabian from the arcade days or Congo Bongo. And it's like, sure, that's out of print, but you can spend $80 on eBay to buy a, Taito collection. Go fuck yourself. No one's going to do that. So, I don't really have a problem with it, frankly, but I don't, I think the companies have a right to try to shut it down as well, is what I would say. Kingdom Come Deliverance sucks, says Calby. Terrible gameplay, Marvel tier writing, jank gameplay. Yeah, I don't agree with you. I think it's fantastic. Which game are you hyped for? I'm hyped for a lot of games, dude. There are so many games. In fact, do you know next week is Steam Next Fest, man. So here's what we got next week. We've got Steam Next Fest coming. We've got Alana Pierce coming to the show next week for Lunch with Jaffe. We've got Alyssa Mercante coming on the show maybe Friday or next week, but in the next couple days. I'm also excited for Ninja Gaiden 4. And next week we have the Annapurna showcase. Now, I understand that Annapurna, a lot of their leadership left with Nate Gary, but they still have the games. I'm looking forward to Mixtape, and they're going to do a showcase on the 24th. Hopefully we'll hear about that. Absolutely, Mutant Mo, you got it. Ludium says, I'm disappointed in you, Jaffe. Why, baby? What did I do? Jaffe, any thoughts on Cohenberger? He apparently killed the Idaho 4, and I don't know anything about what you're talking about, man. Awesome Tatum says, Steam Next Fest. I wish I could take a week off just to play Steam games all day. Again, all I can tell you guys is it is E3. I was at E3. The very first one and a bunch of other ones, almost all of them up until maybe, 5 years before they shut down. The days of old E3 exist, and it's called Steam Next Fest, and you get it 4 times a year. It is hundreds of demos you can try. It is delightful. Okay. How about people seemingly not being able to coexist with AA games, but fine with B movies, says Wolfgang. I would argue, however, AA is really about the budget, not the quality. I think people are fucking morons when it comes to that. I think I don't have a problem if you're one of these people that have bought a big fucking TV, 8K, you've got the PS5 Pro, an amazing sound system, and that is your jam, and that's what you love. I respect it. I get it. Yeah, but there's so much more to video games than just that very small space. And so I think a lot of people who feel that way miss out on just some absolute beautiful experiences, both out of their mind, bullshit, over the top, and also very sublime, artistic, subtle experiences. So that's how I feel about it. Ludum is disappointed in me because he says, because you're joining Laucow, I don't think you're going to like working for Keemstar. He's really going to take you for a ride. Then I'll quit. You guys know that slavery was banned, at least legally. I mean, now there's the prison system, but legal slavery was banned after the Civil War. You understand this, right? 14th Amendment, I believe. Was it 14th Amendment? So I'll quit. I mean, it's a partnership, man. Whether you're I mean, what do I care? I'm going on to hope bring some good stuff to their show. I'm hoping to get benefits from being part of that community. And if it goes to hell, it'll go to hell. One pump man says, I told my casual friends that there's more to games than just PvP multiplayer. They laughed at you. Yeah. I mean, again, I don't shame people for that, but I think where I get upset about that is when people, if people were saying to them, I don't like AAA. I only like AAA games. I would be fine. But it's that those people say, all those fucking indie games are shit, and they actually think they have a dog in the fight. And it's kind of like being somebody that only eats at McDonald's, thinking they have a seat at the table when it comes to debating and discussing, the depth and nuance and artistry of what foodies eat. It's like, dude, you eat at McDonald's. You know nothing. Enjoy McDonald's. It's wonderful. It's popular for a reason. But don't act like you get to be part of the conversation about games at large because you know such a tiny little minuscule area of the art form. That's what I would say. That's what I would say. Super Gion says I almost exclusively play indies and get the disc copies on limited run. Yeah, 100%. Just tell Jay to quit and you guys start doing your own thing. I'm happy for the opportunity. I'm happy to give those folks over there my best, along with you guys over here my best, and we'll see what happens. Let's just take a ride, fellas. Let's just fucking take a ride together and see where it gets us. It's okay to fail. A lot of younger people. Am I right, Ace? He's sleeping. He don't care. A lot of younger people think failure is the worst thing in the goddamn world. If I join the Laucow universe and I'm a fucking nightmare over there or they're a nightmare to me, well, then it didn't work out. Life goes on. It's fun to try things, don't you think? Now listen, you goddamn right, Rob the Mod. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Totes. Okay, listen. That's the last words of Buddy Holly. Fuck you, and fuck you. Okay. Look at this. Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer wants to use AI models to aid game preservation and porting older titles. Maybe, but it looks like they're also using game AI. I want to look at this story with you guys because I haven't quite read the whole thing yet, but let's look at it together. Calpy, 25 months. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. He says, thanks for providing us with amazing content. You're the best, Jaffe. For real. No cap, baby. Gronk, Suze, Chewbacca, Skidbit, whatever, baby. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Okay. Listen to this. Let me share the screen with you guys real quick so you can see what I see. So you can have the vision that I have. Wait a minute, where's my screen? That's not the right screen. Show this. Boom. All right. Microsoft's debut a new AI model capable of generating gameplay clips. Microsoft's gaming CEO Phil Spencer is excited about the possibility of using AI to aid Xbox's game preservation efforts. One of the things we care a lot about is game preservation. I don't care about that. I want to talk about AI. Microsoft debuts Muse, a world and human action model that uses AI to put together gameplay snippets. As a part of Microsoft's push into AI, one research team is launching a world and human action model called Muse. It has been trained to, this is coming, by the way, from Windows Central. It has been trained to generate snippets of gameplay and controller actions. You see, Muse was created by the research team in Cambridge with Microsoft to collaborate with Ninja Theory. The model was trained using data from Ninja Theory's 2020 multiplayer game Bleeding Edge, with Microsoft claiming the data was gathered ethically with all player identifying info made anonymous before use. And then here's what they did. They show gameplay clips generated by the earliest versions of the model. The short snippets rapidly disintegrated, falling apart into a blurry mush. With additional training, the model improved, more accurately replicating character movement, including flying and destroying power cells on the map. The latest version, which I think I can show you, generates gameplay clips at a low resolution running at 10 frames a second. Hoffman says this is done in order to ensure training works even for the smallest models. This is what they're excited about, how Muse reacts to real-time elements. They showed a demo of real-time controller actions and the generated gameplay responding appropriately. Hoffman also demonstrates seamlessly dragging a power cell into the gameplay, which is instantly picked up by the model. So I want to look at this with you guys because, again, this is where the rubber meets the road, baby. This is one of those building blocks to the holodeck, which to me is.
Hey, it's great to be here.
Hey,
You
Phil,
might have
hey.
seen like some exciting
Hey.
news during game development ever done before.
Shut up.
On the
I want to see.
One of the things as an introduce.
I want to see videos. I don't give a fuck about talking heads.
Able to show next,
Fuck
but congrats again.
No, fuck this shit. Give me the fucking video. God damn, I don't give a fuck about this bullshit. I want to see video of it. Here we go. Where is it, Phil? Where's the video? Phil. Hang on, let's go to YouTube. Phil Spencer. Hello. Hello. Muse Microsoft. All right, let's see. Here we go. That's what we're looking for right here. Oh, I think it's clear Phil Spencer Rob is on the Ozempic. Absolutely. What's the benefit of having Necro says AI generated gameplay clips instead of just pulling it from players? I think what they're talking about is the ability for the AI itself to play the game as a human would play the game, and to read the environment, recognize it, look at the strategies of the game required, like you saw when they dragged in a cell and the guy immediately went and picked it up. I think it's about allowing the AI to learn how the systems and the rule set work, and it just trains itself. But I'm not entirely sure fundamentally what they want to do with it. But I think all of this stuff where you're teaching AI to be persistent, or to have persistence beyond just sort of what they're drawing in front of them. When they turn away and they come back, it's the same thing, the same rule set, to teaching the AI how to play a complicated game and not just run through an illusion of intelligence like most video game AI, but there is actual in moment to moment quote thinking going on. All of that stuff can be used across the board and farmed out to various things that you need for gameplay development. So I think it's, again, I hope to live long enough to have a visual holodeck. I already have a text holodeck and it's great. But you know, Okay. Yeah, Ninja Theory helped them make this for sure. All right, let me get some of these chats real quick if you don't mind. What do we got? We have where did it go? Golf Franchise says, what do you know about the gamer Wings of Redemption? Thank you for the super chat. I don't know much about him. I mean, I actually spoke with him the other night on Tech Talk, and we had a nice conversation, and it's clear that's a guy who's been through a lot of shit. I've heard of him because people in my channel talk about him from time to time. But I don't, I know he's the guy that would get like stream sniped a bunch when he would play shooters and shit. But that's kind of all I know about him. Seemed like a decent guy. Frito Sandwich, thank you, buddy, for the super chat. I do appreciate it. The Killing Floor beta is out tomorrow. I did sign up for the code, but I haven't gotten it yet. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to seeing what they have to say. Okay, look at this. Would you look? Oh, there's Tech Protect. Tech Protect. Deco.
I'm currently eating nachos. So no camera.
So, how did this news leak out that I'm on this show? I thought this was going to be saved for tonight.
Yeah, well, it's the Wings Redemption guy. I guess Keem started talking to him about it, and then he jumped the gun and thought that the rich person, Review Tech USA, already knew. Turns out he didn't. So it's caused some kerfuffle online.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I was just like, I guess the cat's out of the bag. I guess we're talking about it. Okay. Well, here's what it is. Okay. What are my thoughts? Okay. Thanks, Tech. I'm around. Hop in if you need to.
Sounds good.
What are my thoughts on the remake, specifically thinking about Days Gone? My take is kind of what Shuhei said when he was on Kind of Funny, which is, people buy them. And they use that money to help support and run the company, and why not? I think if it was other games not being made, but I think, look, man, I mean, a lot of you gamers, you got what you wanted. You wanted the best graphics in the world. Well, that shit costs money, and this is the result of it. I don't know if you could have gone back in time to gamers at PS2 era and said, look, you like the cadence of releases? We do too. But if you want to keep that, you're going to have to be okay with, instead of 100% of what we're planning for next generation, only 20%. And so progress to sort of photorealism that you guys love so much is going to take a lot longer, but you're still going to get your games, and we're not going to have to do all these crazy things to make our money back, because that's why this is happening. Which is, again, is if you really love games, go play indie games, man, or play AA games. Okay. Where did it go? I'm looking for this chat. I wanted to read to you guys. Jaffe, do you think Sony will do anything for God of War's 20th anniversary? I know they will, because they invited me to come to a panel, and I'm debating whether I should go or not. I feel awkward going to it. I like a lot of the people that are still there, but I also just kind of feel like I'm out of that world now. But I don't know. But I know they're going to at least acknowledge it in some way, 100%. Ivan says, Jaffe, what resources do you use to help you select new films, TV to experience? Into your list, specific folks with taste you align to? Honestly, I'm on the internet pretty much all the fucking time. So when I see something, I'll watch it or play it. And if I like it, I'll keep watching it. I'm trying to think the latest new thing. I'll give you a great example. The latest thing that I watch with my ex whenever we get together at night is Matlock. I know, shut up. But the remake of Matlock, which is like an old fucking show from when I was a teenager, but they've brought it back and redone it. And it's real clever and real interesting. And I just kind of heard about it on, like, maybe I saw an ad, and then I saw people saying it was good online, and we watched it, and now we're addicted to it, right? So I don't really, I just kind of throw caution to the wind and float around and see what catches my fancy, I suppose. The best way I can do it. Okay. Where'd it go? You should do the panel. Yeah, most people say I should do it. I probably will. Stephen Hawkins says, it can't be that fucking hard to remaster Twisted Metal with online play. Jesus fuck. It's, again, the issue is it doesn't really hold up, is what I would say. That's what I would say. Oh my God, silk stockings. You bring up silk stockings? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've heard Evil's a very good show, as well. Okay. Speaking of very good shows, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at, but I like it. And I'm going to now share it with you because it's Free Chat Friday. Shut up. And because of that, we're going to just watch whatever the fuck we want. Anything go. Watch this.
Do we have some questions here? And do we need some answers? How do you answer the phone? Is that a good question, or is it not? Let me see if I can answer it for you.
Pick up the phone as soon as it rings. Pick out your name, or answer with things like,
Hello, good morning, this is Bill.
pick up the phone as soon as it rings. Pick out your name, or answer with things like,
Hello, Lisa talking.
Do you want to be mad?
pick up the phone as soon as it rings. Speak out your name, or answer with things like,
Good morning, this is Larry.
pick up the phone as soon as it rings.
Who's the guy all of a sudden in the white suit?
Or answer with things like,
Who's that? All right, hello, this is Joe. Way to go, Joe.
Don't forget, if there's a telephone number for someone to call, be sure to write it down. Can you remember to write it down? Can you remember to write it down?
I think that's delightfully creepy as shit. It is a nightmare. That's right. Rob says this was his acid trip back in the day. Dick Johnson says, holy shit, the collection of toys behind you, literal obese man-child. Here's why you lose, Dick Johnson. Good day, sir. You lose, sir, and you get nothing. You are so dumb. Do you realize that about 30% of the toys behind me are toys that exist and built on the intellectual properties that I and my teams created? You know nothing. Zero. You non-contributing loser. For example, this toy right here. This one. Do you think I have this game? Like, it rolls. It rolls. Look at it roll. I created it, bitch. I created a couple of multi-million and in one case, billion-dollar franchises. So sit the fuck down, go back and hide under your mother's skirt, look up at her twat and actually imagine what an actual real woman could be like, and shut the fuck up. You goddamn idiot. You know nothing. They should charge you for being so stupid and being able to type on the internet. God of War's back there. This is back there. Even my failures are back there, like Drawn to Death. Fan toys that people have made based on stuff I've worked on are back there. Why? Because I and my teams have brought joy, just like Santa Claus, to people all over the world, you whore. So sit down, Dick Johnson, you know-nothing twat, and shut the fuck up. Thank you. And scene. Okay. Is calling all cars back there. I did have a calling all cars little thing, but not anymore. I think I lost it. Okay. All right, let's keep going, shall we? Look at this. I got this from Ravnos, but maybe I won't play it now because he's quit. He's quit the channel. Idiot. But anyway, this is he sent me this. It's called Action Man Battlefield Casualties. Let's take a look together as pals do, shall we?
To get your whole
Action Man Battlefield Casualties. For PTSD Action Man, danger lurks at every turn. He never feels safe, not even in his own home. Do what you can to block out the memories.
Look.
With no support from HQ, it's up to you to find a way.
Looks like we're on our own.
PTSD Action Man now comes with 1,000-yard stare action. With time running out, only you can stop the
Oh my god!
Let's get out of here.
Oh my god! Horrible. What is this, Ravnos? What? Wait, there's more?
Here comes Paralyzed Action Man.
Oh my
Legs
God.
really don't work. His spine shattered by an enemy IED. Action Man is crippled by constant pain. With his bowels out of action, only a colostomy bag can save him from disaster.
Reloading.
But despite his injuries, there can be no rest.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dad, late for school.
Oh, more. New cereal with a golden taste.
Make the ultimate sacrifice with new Dead Action Man. Blown to bits by bombs, it's up to you to pick up the pieces.
We lost him.
Identify the body with dog tags.
Oh no.
Smith, 19 years old.
Oh my god. It's
Reward
horrible.
him for valiant effort.
You've been promoted.
Can you dig the grave in time?
Let's do it.
Bury your Dead Action Man with full military honors. Present arms, fire!
Oh.
Coffins sold separately.
There's, yeah.
And we'll give you a free what?
Action Man, battlefield casualties, each sold separately.
That's really horrible. What's this now? Oh, you goddamn right, Rob. I'd put this in the background. All right, that's the credits. Okay, that was awesome. Think about that for a minute. Ravnos offers us something beautiful like that, and then he wanders away. He wanders away to be offended, or I don't fucking know. Look at this guy. What do you think this is about? Seriously, you think this is a healthy man, a healthy human on your screen? Check this guy out. This fella, hang on a minute. This fella has had a lot of problems. I don't know who Tina in the Lao Cow is, Martin. Who is that? Check this out. Right. So his final state is that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, look, I assume what we're talking about is some kind of mental disorder, but then again, maybe not. I don't fucking know. Maybe people are like, maybe he's just like, this is what I feel like, right? Why not? I don't know. I would like to know what causes this, but then again, it assumes there is a normal, and I don't think normal is normal. Jaffe, the PS Plus cocksuckers took Outer Worlds off the game catalog when I was a third through. Now the snakes want to charge me for $80. What is Other Worlds? Maybe he wants to be Action Man. Let's see what Other Worlds is. Other Worlds game? Is that the Square Enix game? What the fuck is Other Worlds? It's RPG? No, it's a tabletop game. Hang on. PS. Oh, Outer Worlds or Other Worlds. I don't fucking know what you're talking about, but they took it off. Yeah. Outer Worlds. Yeah. And they do it. You should get Game Pass. Then it's free because, they own it. But I hear you. It sucks. Sucks, dude. All right. You may have already seen this. But if you haven't, who do you think's going to win? Who do you think is going to win this match? The skinny lady or the large lady. All I know is if I was either one of these fighters, I would be super fucking pissed that the referee doesn't get the fuck out of the way. But that said, though, check this out. Like, who do you got your money on? Who you betting on that's going to win this battle? Big lady, small lady. What do you think? Because it's kind of like, you know, the small lady's got the endurance, but the big lady, all she needs is one like the Kingpin in Marvel, one hit, and all that shit's over, you know? Here we go, boys. Boom! And that's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. But I mean, if she would have caught the little lady, it would have all been over. It would have all been over. That's fucking true. That's fucking true. Look at this. You guys see this? Look at this fucking thing. Dude gets swallowed literally by a whale. I mean, you know. Swallowed by a whale. There you go. Now watch this. The whale spits him out. He lives. I want you to think about this for a minute. This man, very few people can say this. Oh, you're not even watching. Shit. My bad. My bad. My bad. This man. Right? There he is, getting swallowed by a whale, right? So how many people on the planet can say they've had this experience? Eaten by a whale? Okay, sure. But they're dead. But this guy got swallowed by a whale and then spit back up. My guess is... Tranquilo, agarra el bote, agárralo, tranquilo. My guess is this particular human is the only person on the planet that has ever had this experience, or at least is that we know of. That's pretty cool. That's pretty fucking cool. But yeah, they asked him, he doesn't speak English, but they translated and they said he thinks the whale was just curious. I'm not fucking with you. That's what he said. I thought the whale was just curious. You know, and he kind of took a little observation, gnawed on him and spit him out and said, no, thank you. I don't like that. So, you know, that's happening in our world. Enjoy that. How couples met. I love these things. I don't care. This starts in 1940. This is in 1940. Is there really? There's a video, Jonathan says, of two ladies in a kayak it happened to. Jesus Christ. All right. Well, look at this. This is 1940 is when this went down. How couples meet. All right, 1940. Oh, sorry, 1930. If you wanted to find true love, if you wanted to find the truest love of your life, you would meet them through your family, and then school, friends, neighbors, church, bar, restaurant, college, only 3%, workers, only 2%, online, of course, 0%. Watch this. This is showing how couples have met from the 1930s up until last year. Before I go, where do you think it's going to wind up? In 2024, where do you think most couples have met? What did it do? What did it cause? About $500. Why don't you just be specific? What is the one thing you wish I would react to that he said that you don't think I've reacted to? All right, here we go. OnlyFans, right? Here we go. This is where most people meet. It's cool that you see college, going up and work going up as women enter college and the workforce. That's kind of cool. Look at online though in 1980. I guess that was like dial-up CompuServe or something. Because you had like imagine being the 0.01%. You met where? Oh, we met online. What? Yeah, look at that online, man. Look at that. I mean, I remember when people talked about meeting online and it was some kind of creepy thing like, oh, you're desperate to go online, or, oh, you met that person online. And now it's like not the vast, but the clear majority of people meet online. Sai says that's depressing. What's depressing about it? I mean, with online, you actually find exactly what you're looking for. In some ways, you could argue that it's I mean, it is different than like an AI robot or whatever, but it's kind of like all these things lead you to the person that's exactly who you want to be with. And so it's like, why is that a bad thing? Right. But I guess it's depressing for one of these guys. I met in college. I met my ex in college, and that's not even 1% now, which is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Denio says if there was a chart right now about how many young men are lonely, it would be depressing. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm 32. Every relationship I've had except my first has been through online, says WitchX. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Do I know who Dr. Umar is? I have no idea. I don't think so. Bitrate says now relationships don't last past a few years. Correlation. I think what it is, honestly, is that men and women don't need each other like they did, or certainly women don't need to be in a long-term relationship if it doesn't serve them now. Whereas before it used to be, if you were a woman, a lot of times you'd get married because you just had to settle down because you didn't have the same opportunities as they have now. So I think that's the main reason why people split all the time. Hello, Hido Shoto. He says, Jaffe, tell me something, pal. What's up, buddy? He says, Jaffe, what do you think about, thanks for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. Thoughts on fitness and obese people? I mean, I think as an obese person, it sucks. I hate being obese. It's awful, but everybody's got their bag of hammers, and I wish people well in trying to deal with their bag of hammers. Whether you're an alcoholic, you eat to deal with your stress, or, you retreat into some sort of organized religion or sport because you don't want to actually do the work of figuring out what's bothering you. That's what I would say. That would be my thoughts. Thank you for the super chat, buddy. Father Alex says, Jaffe, I'm surprised you're not playing Kingdom Come Deliverance anymore. It's fantastic. I love the game. I am still playing it, but right now I'm trying to finish. I'm trying to finish Dragon Age because I actually want to complete something this year, and then I'll get back to it. Also, I'm trying to finish it before 2032 because NASA now says there is a 31% chance of the asteroid coming our way. I think I have a video of that. Let's see if I can find that for you. Let's see. They were talking about it on the news. Have you guys seen this trailer? Let's watch this trailer real quick. I haven't seen this yet. This is the trailer from the Talk to Me guys who made Talk to Me, which I thought was a pretty good horror movie. This is their new one. I haven't watched it yet. Let's watch it together, shall we?
3%, by the way, not 31.
3.1. Oh, 3.1%. Yes.
Yes.
I like how Real American says no asteroid is coming. Yes, an asteroid is coming. It may not hit us. Hido Shoto says, did you get my bigger super chats the other day? Of course. And I responded to every single one of them. You can find those, and thank you for those. And I thanked you because it was stupidly generous. Thanks, sir. But yeah, we responded to both of, or all, I think it was like 4 of them that you sent us in the last chat. And they were great. I'm sorry you missed them, but if you roll back to when you subscribed on the video on demand, you'll be able to see it.
Hey, good. He's gonna bring him back! He's gonna bring him back! Are you in there?
I'm in. I love shit like that. That's fantastic. YouTubers turned directors made that. That's cool. I think it looks good. Can't complain. It might not be good, but you know, looks good. All right, let's see. Oh, and we're not going to talk politics today. I'll save that for later. Listen to this, though. Listen to this. In 2021, Corona Smith found out her husband, Michael Baines, had sexually assaulted the kids when they were younger. Following the disturbing discovery, she filled a garden bucket with boiling water and 3 bags of sugar before hurling it over him as he slept. He died as a result of the injuries, which is, you know, good for her. But I don't know what somebody says. What was the sugar for? Does anybody know what with the sugar? It says there was no evidence. She thought that not one related Google search. She boiled water and added 4 pounds of sugar. Oh, and made it into a syrup. She was found guilty of murder. So I guess it was meant to be. I don't know why.
Yeah, it makes it more viscous, but also in addition to that, it raises the temperature of the boiling point for the water, so it can get even hotter than normal boiling water.
Okay, good. Well, good. I mean, you know, fuck him. That's, you know, fuck you, dumb idiot. I'm glad he's dead. Okay. It makes a gel that would stick to the skin, says Brian. Yeah, that sounds horrific. Okay. Hado Shoto, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He says, let's unleash our creativity and make a film and write a script. I've had that phase in my life, pal. I've had that phase and it was somewhat fun, but I don't want to do it anymore, at least not right now. But I wish you luck, and I thank you for that very generous super chat. Thanks, sir. Thank you for that. Listen to this now. Listen to this. I got to show you this. Here's the headline. Scientists had a dying patient hooked up to an EEG. They could not explain what happened next. Let's watch together, shall we? As pals do.
Who happened to have a full EEG going when the patient died, and they kept it going, and they saw it. They saw everything go away, and then you got this activity when there was no blood pressure, no heart rate. So that could be the near-death experience, or it could be the soul leaving the body, perhaps. And, you know, skeptics would say, well, it's just the last gasp of neurons firing, and it's an illusion, or this or that. So I said, well, could it be that consciousness is happening at a deeper quantum level, which is actually very low energy? I think consciousness is actually low energy. You need all the energy in the brain for the transmembrane currents, the pumps, the ion channels, and that sort of stuff. That requires energy. So neuron firing, that's all highly energy consumptive. But consciousness at a deeper level might not, and therefore it's the last thing to go when the brain fails, which is why we might have this end-of-life brain activity. The heart stopped, there's no blood pressure or almost no blood pressure, and the patient is clinically dead. And the EEG or usually they use these processed EEGs kind of goes to zero, and then After the heart has stopped, there's all of a sudden this burst of activity, which looks like gamma synchrony, EEG, 30 to 90 seconds, and then it's gone.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. You know, isn't that something? I want to know. I think I really do think we're living in a simulation, though. I really, really do. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, here's the asteroid, by the way. Here's the asteroid. Watch this shit. I love this kind of news, man. I can watch this shit all day.
About it. Asteroid could be heading for us on planet Earth. Did you hear about this? Now, I guess by the numbers or the odds, we don't have to worry too much about it, but the odds of an asteroid hitting our planet are going up, okay? Astronomers say the possible threat, you know, it could potentially obviously be devastating. You hear about this all the time. Anytime there's an asteroid around, defense preparations have been in the works for years about it. So they said, well, this could happen. NASA's updated the chances of this asteroid, which is called 2024 YR4, colliding with us on planet Earth. See the numbers there. 3.1%. I don't like that. That's a little high for me. I know, obviously, you could say, well, 97% chance it doesn't hit. But, you know, it was 2.96% yesterday. So for whatever reason, it's going up, and then it was 2.2%. So the fact that the odds of getting hit by an asteroid are increasing is probably not the best news of the day. Asteroid could be heading for us.
Isn't that interesting? What if it get? Where does it have to be for you to care? Where does it have to be for you to start worrying the asteroid? For me, I would say if the asteroid gets to, 10% is pretty fucking scary. But I would say, 30 to 40%, I'd be a little unnerved. But, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? If they can't solve it, they can't solve it. We go out. I hope if we do get hit by an asteroid, we can at least figure out a way to communicate with whoever comes here next. Like if there was a place on Mars where there was life and conscious life and whatever, intelligent life, they certainly haven't left us a lot of signs. You know, it would be nice if there would be something that we could leave behind that would survive, and just go, look, we know we're gone. We've been gone for 20 million years, but here's this little thing. Here's a hint. So it's not so, mysterious that there actually was something on this planet. But who's to say, folks? Who's to say, delightful humans? Okay. The asteroid heard of the great beaches in Hanoi, so it's coming there for vacation. Well, I don't think they've said where the asteroid's supposed to hit. I don't think they're going to know where it's going to hit for a very long time, assuming it actually, has a real chance of smashing into us. So, anyway, that's, there you go. I think that's the show. Today and last night was a whirlwind of activity. I'll look to the chat if there's anything you guys want to talk about. I'm here for you. But that's the topics I'm going to officially go into right now. So what would you guys, if anything, like to talk about? If not, I'll be back streaming tonight at 8:00 California time over on Lao Cal with Jay on Tech Talk. And then I will be back tomorrow with our normal 2 shows. We'll do a Gabbin' and Games in the morning and some other kind of show later on in the afternoon. And then we'll do another Tech Talk tomorrow night. So that's going to be the schedule moving forward. Okay, so they estimate the asteroid is going to hit between Mexico and India. Okay. Gotcha. THB, thank you for the super chat. He says, let's talk about art. What would you like to talk about specifically? Are you aware Shuhei greenlit Concord? Well, I'm aware that he saw the prototype and said, let's give these guys a deal or something. But yeah, we'll come up with something, Udmo, absolutely. But yeah, if you're curious about the channel, again, I don't come to this with any knowledge, right? I don't come to this with any knowledge. Like, I don't care what a Lao cow is. I don't care about people's crazy internet drama. I'm just showing up. If it's a good show, we'll do it for a good long time. If people like it, if not, oh well, we won't do it much longer. But if you're interested and you follow me on the Twitter, I'll give you the place where it's streaming and all that shit. And hopefully we'll entertain you and educate you, and you'll educate us. We'll have a good old hee-haw fucking time. In the meantime, and by the way, joking aside, if I seem a little low energy today, a lot of it is because I'm waiting for the goddamn pharmacy to drop off my fucking Ritalin, man. Without that Ritalin, your brain gets used to it, and I'm just like, oh, you feel like you're exhausted. But anyway, is it lolcow or lauk? I don't know. I'm 53. I don't give a shit. It's that thing. Hey, Tech, can you come in here real quick?
Hello.
Do I give what's the audience? What do you think the audience likes when trolls come on? Do I give them attention or not? Because I have this one guy who clearly wants my attention, and I'm like, it's so easy to make content with people like that, but at the same time, maybe what I'll do is I'll get dinner and I'll play some video games and stream those, because I'm kind of bored of trolls, right? There's nothing they offer us at this point.
It always comes off as 50-50 for audience engagement.
Yeah.
So it's your mood. If you can engage them.
I feel like I'm more in I'd be sad for these people. So I think I'll skip them tonight. We won't give them any attention. Okay. Kim Jong-un saying they will win the war against the U.S. Great. I don't care. I'm just, I don't want to get into politics. Because I know where I am, and where they are, and blah, blah, blah. So, all right, that's the show. I'll see you tonight, hopefully. And if I don't see you tonight, I'll see you on tomorrow's streams. Be well, or maybe I'll stream a game tonight. I don't know. Just stay tuned for the bat signal, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks, everybody. Goodbye. Well, now goodbye.